Hello, I'm Lynda Austin. Thank you for joining us for the Essence of the Week for April 1st, 2012. I am the light. The light is surrounding me. The light is transforming me. The light is protecting me. Divine love is flowing around and through me, solving and dissolving all situations for the good of all. A higher power is in charge of my life, and only good can come through me. My mind is open, my heart is receptive, and miracles are happening right now. I consciously choose to raise my vibration to a place of truth and light. Yes. Well, for many of you, this last week has been one of wonder, confusion, but for very few of you has there been any sort of fear, terror, concern. Nothing has changed externally for most of you, but internally you are clearing away the residue of fears that you have carried with you, some of you for your whole lives. You are beginning to listen to the voice of Spirit. You are beginning to hear that you have a soul that is connected to the One, and that is meaning you are connected to all that is. There is no way you can be separated. And so what is beginning to happen is, as you have cleared away the old beliefs, the old self-doubts, the old fears, the old rules, the old structures that you had built in your lives to give you security, as those have been cleared away, you have been able to see that there is something much more important. There is something much safer. There is something much more powerful. And for many of you, the fears that you have carried for so long now appear as what they really are: distractions, delusions, attempts by the logical mind or the ego mind to keep you in that place where you feel that you are disconnected, that you are alone, that you are vulnerable. Vulnerable. What does it mean to you? Something totally different now than it did before. Every generation, every individual has a sense of vulnerability that is different than the others. It is built around your own personal and individual and collective fears. What causes one culture tremendous sense of vulnerability is a pittance to another culture. If you look around you, you will see that certain cultures are afraid of certain things. Is it because those fears that they have are more real? No. It's because they're just as illusory as the fears you have. You speak of someone's fear of heights, or someone's fear of water, or someone's fear of speaking in front of an audience. Those fears are no more real than the fear that you are going to be separated, that you are going to somehow be lost, that you are somehow going to be doomed to failure. The only energy those fears have is the energy that you feed them. If you look across cultures to see what makes people feel vulnerable, and then you look at where you feel vulnerable, you will see it has nothing to do with, quote, reality. It has everything to do with your mindset and your belief and your fear. None of you is vulnerable. All of you are powerful. If, when you are feeling your most vulnerable, you can stop and say to yourself, I call upon that part of me that knows that I am safe and I am loved. I call upon that part of me that knows I can never be separated from the consciousness and awareness that is the all, the whole, God. Never. What do you have to fear if you can remind yourself of that? And so as you go through a week, such as the last has been, where many of you are looking over your shoulder and saying, I'm not afraid anymore. Something must be wrong. Oh no, something is very right. We have said that this year is about coming into balance between the physical experience and the oneness. That's what's happening. We have said this year will be unlike any other. That's what's happening. You are learning to rely on the knowingness that you are powerful spiritual beings. Are you having a human experience? Of course. You are not the human experience. It is an experience. You are experiencing humanity. It is not who you are. Think on that for a while. Yes, we will close.